the We're live with plant-based in the burbs. Hi,
What's
Sherri.
going on? What's going on, Paige? Hi, I'm Sherri. You guys, welcome to our kitchen with plant based
Yeah.
in the verbs with Paige. What's going on over there, Paige?
Oh my gosh, I got a couple things I want to say. This mushroom is about 2 weeks from the farmer's market, and don't throw it away. Cook it up. The other thing is this spinach was among some that were wilting. I pulled out the goodies, and I'm going to throw this in the pan. And it's going to shrink up, but it's going to be a mushroom, spinach, onion, garlic delight. And then we've got some other things in store for us. We're so happy you're here. All right,
Yes,
Sherri.
welcome. Yeah, I got these beautiful oyster mushrooms. I have been prepping and working with these babies for about a couple of hours, about an hour or so, because I want to make sure they look so beautiful and gorgeous and yummy when I finish them up. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, Paige. Let's
Yes.
do it.
Okay, so I just want to tell everybody I grabbed this Wicked Healthy, and I want to say head on over to Unchained TV to check out the brand new videos that are up on Unchained TV that are wicked healthy. Derek Sarno is cooking up some mushrooms and some other deliciousness. But I got this from the shop. So it has all the spices. So I'm going to add this in after I make some mushrooms. And how cool is that? So wicked, check it out. Get a little wicked in the kitchen.
Hey, you know what's so interesting is that I'm using David Sarnado. How you say David?
Oh, Derek Sarno?
Derek Sarno's recipe for my mashed potatoes. They're wicked mashed potatoes. I'm using his recipe. Of course, I changed it just a little bit for my taste. Nice. And let me just tell you what I did to them. This is what's really cool and interesting. In this container, I should have a spoon so you can see what it looks like. Let me just use this wood spoon here.
Hang on, you guys. We're going to bring Sherri back in just a moment. I think she got lost in her connection, but we'll bring her right back. So anyway, this is what we're doing. We've got some wicked, and I want to say that what we're going to do, you can put this deliciousness on top of rice, but I'm also talking about a mashed potato. This is plant-based in the burbs. So I cut this in half. I'm getting ready to load it up with the delicious mushrooms, and I cut up some onions. Oh, there she is. Some onions and garlic. We're going back to you, Sherri. Hang on.
I have no idea what just happened. But you know what? That's what happens when you do live TV, right? Things do happen, right? But what I wanted to talk about was in Derek's recipe, which I found was quite interesting for his mashed potatoes. What he did was I took a whole head of cauliflower with some bay leaf and 2 bay leaves I put in there and chopped up some garlic, and I boiled the cauliflower until it was soft. And then I blended it in my NutriBullet, taking out the bay leaves, of course, and then using some of the water, add a little bit of oat milk, and I come up with like a cauliflower cream. So this is all plants, and then I added this to my mashed potatoes. So it's quite interesting, and what I do love about learning from chefs, vegan chefs, is all the different techniques and things that they use in order to season the food. So I'll have to show you what that looks like, but if you want, you can go online. I think it's Derek has his own, Wicked Kitchen has its own website where he shows on YouTube that he is making different recipes, and he does a lot of things with mushrooms, and that's kind of like the crave right now is getting these mushrooms, getting that vitamin D in your body, right? And it's a great meat alternative.
And they're super sustainable. That's what I was going to say. So you've got the sustainability aspect of having those mushrooms. So I'm warming up some plant-based butter over here. And while we're waiting for that, so I talked about wilty food. Go ahead and cook it up. Obviously, if it's gone bad, you don't want to do that. But also, you want to take out any food scraps from your trash, y'all, and compost or put them in the green bin or figure out a way, but get them out of your trash because we want to make sure we are not adding methane. Okay, and that's what happens when our food scraps get in there. We want to take them out. We don't want to put them in there with the trash. All right, Sherri, over to you. Woo!
Okay, great. So look, what I'm doing here is I made a mixture, and this is my own concoction, you guys. So I did take a little bit of oat milk and added some apple cider vinegar and let it sit for a little bit so it became buttermilk. I used flour in here and I put all my seasonings, and then I added some sparkling water just to loosen it up a little bit so it has that consistency of like a pancake batter. So what I like to do is I have two different techniques I'm using today and finding out which one I prefer. First, I'm gonna dip it in the wet, then I'm gonna shake it in the dry, and then I'll add that to the skillet. The other option, the other technique I used, I dipped it in the dry first, and then put it in the wet, and then put it back into the dry. So I just want to see which one I like the best. So this is what I'm doing right here. So I'm gonna go ahead. I have a bag that I've been using. It looks pretty crowdy, you guys, but I do have a bag that I've been using. I have in my bag, I have all my flour and my seasoning, and then I added a little bit of potato starch, which you could use cornstarch or arrowroot, just to kind of help it stick a little bit. So I added that in there. And then I'm just going to take that right on out, shake off the excess of the flour, and just add it to my oil.
All right, so I chopped up these spinach in just little bite sizes. I'm going to go ahead and chop this up as well. And I'm going to use the stem because there's a lot of nutrients in there as well. So how cool is this? Yes, it's a great idea using the bag for the flour to shake it up and get it all over. Yes, we will post the recipe for you in here, y'all. Head on over. Ooh, I'm burning. Go. It's all you. Go.
Well, that can also happen into the kitchen. But anyway, you guys, I just like to tell you that, some of these items that we use in mushrooms in general are a great meat alternative. And the way I'm using it today is frying it up like chicken, and then I'm gonna add gravy. So we're gonna do a mushroom gravy, and that I'm gonna use button mushrooms. And this is also one of Derek's recipes that I found that was quite easy to do. I never was good at making gravy. I can remember my grandmother said, "Girl, just stir, brown the flour and you can do it." But every time I would make gravy, it just never turned out right. So now I finally mastered it. I hope today that I'm able to do so, but that's what I'm gonna do today. So how we're gonna start, we're gonna heat up the skillet. I have a cast iron skillet on. I'm gonna go ahead and heat it up. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of earth balance. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of earth balance in there. And then I'm gonna throw in some garlic, and we're gonna heat that up, and then we're gonna throw in some button mushrooms. So Paige, if you want to go ahead and take it away.
I got the miyokos going in the pan. I wanted to show you all, when you have a bunch of spinach, like I said, take out any wilty ones that you may be like, the whole bunch is gone. Get down into the heart of that particular bunch because there may be some. This is from that, right? So what I'm going to do, this is literally garlic. It smells so good. Onions and the spinach, and now I'm going to add the mushrooms to it. And then remember, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here too. This is going to be all my seasonings. So you can buy the package. You don't have to. You can get inspired by the videos that are on Unchained TV, the Wicked Healthy videos. Miss Sherri, back to you.
Okay, so look. All right, so I am going to go ahead and heat up my skillet. I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter, which it looks like I don't have a spoon in here, so we're just going to kind of wing it here. So I'm just going to add my tablespoon of butter, plant-based, earth balance, guys. Earth balance, right? Everything that we're doing and showing you today is all plant-based, doesn't have anything to do with animals or harming animals. That is the reason why, one of the reasons why we are in this community is because we don't want to participate in any type of harm to any living beings, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and heat that up. I went on and cut up some garlic. So I put in 3 cloves of garlic. So I'm going to go ahead and let that saute just a little bit so that the butter has the flavor of the garlic. And we want to just kind of cook it a little bit so we can start to smell that up a little bit. So
what I'm doing here, y'all, is I'm getting this ready for that sauce. So I'm just kind of sauteing. And again, I included the stem. Now, I also was told by the mushroom fairy who makes these, grows these literally, and brings them to the farmer's market out here in Westlake Village. She said to just wipe the mushrooms, not to douse them in water. That's just correct. Wipe them off. She said, you get all those vitamins I think it's the B12 from the soil. And, she uses organic this and that. So, it's fine. So there we go, everybody. We're going to do this. I'm going to cook them for a little bit more. And we love to show all the varieties of ways that you can do the different kinds of plants, right? So I'm showing more of a stir fry type,
Right.
saute. And yours is like,
I'm doing like a full-on meal. Like, I have a house full of men. Speaking of men, I have someone stealing my food as I'm cooking it. This is my young son, Chase, who is stealing the food while I'm making it. So it may not be here enough for us when I finish. So this is what happens in the kitchen. People walk in the kitchen like they want to say hello to you, but they're stealing some of the food. So that happens in my kitchen. I don't know if that happens in yours, Paige, but it does in mine.
Yeah, for sure. You get those hands that are like, let me just have a taste.
Yeah, let me have a little bit. Yeah. And it's all well and good because you do want them to enjoy the food. We do eat with our eyes, so we do want, the food to look good, taste good, and feel good to our soul, right?
So I'm opening this packet up, and I want to tell you this is the Korean style mushroom shreds. So I'm very excited about this. I have no idea. I got it at Sprouts, and I'm like, let's just do this because I'm so excited that we now have the Wicked Healthy videos that you all can get it from the Unchained TV download there. And also, Sherri, wait, I just want to give a shout out to your shirt because I do have the Pop Socket of Vegan Queen from Jenny on the blog. Jenny Stakovich, who created the Vegan Business Summit. So y'all can go over there and take a look at that as well. It's also on Unchained TV.
Pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, back to you, Sherri.
Okay, thanks. So anyway, I did want to show you. I also have bought some of the Wicked Kitchen products. You can find them in the supermarket. They have a lot of sauce and seasonings that you can, marinate your food in. So that's pretty cool. How was it? Okay, that's pretty good. So right now, I'm just sauteing up the mushrooms. We're getting ready to do the gravy, and so we're going to do that. Let me just kind of show you what's going on here. So I use button mushrooms. So button mushrooms with garlic and butter. And what we're going to do next is I'm going to sprinkle it with some flour and add some oat milk, which is really cool milk to work with. That oat milk has so much flavor and body. It is kind of like the goat right now of cooking. So let's go ahead and get this all stirred up.
Oh, you mean like the greatest of all time?
Yeah, it is the goat.
Okay, but what's funny is that here we are talking about not hurting any animals, and then we're talking about goats. So I was a little confused.
No, it's like the greatest of all time.
That was funny, Sherri.
Like, no, we don't do that.
Okay, so these are soft and ready to go. And I'm just going to squeeze this packet in, like I said. And this is available, I know, at Sprouts, but maybe other places. But I think it's going to be kind of hard for me to do with one hand. So I'm going to disappear for a minute, get it all in there. But this also has mushrooms in it. So we're just kind of combining
that's
things.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I had the mushroom, and I'm like, well, you know what? Let's do it. Let's combine it.
Might as well. So I'm going to take the flour, and I'm going to sprinkle it over my, just a little bit, over my mushrooms because I want to blend it all together. I don't want it to get clunky. That used to be my problem. I used to get everything so clunky and had little beads always in my speak, Sherri, speak. In my gravy, you guys. That's what I'm making in my gravy. So that's what I'm doing. I want to make sure this comes out super lovely for you guys to see. So we're just going to add all the flour in here, and I'm just going to mix it all up into the mushrooms. Okay, so that's what we're working on. Yeah. Just blending it up into the mushrooms and just making sure that we get all the knots and kinks out of it. Okay, and then we're going to add the oat milk.
Okay. Now check this out. So this is shredded shrooms in here. These mushrooms are in here, right? And
nice. I wonder if those are trumpet mushrooms.
This is ready to go. So basically, I'm warming this up. Now, I showed you a couple different options. Let me repeat. We have a baked potato, a half a baked potato, right? That'll be so good to put this right on top of it. And you could also add some vegan sour cream. I think that would make for a really nice, because it's a little spicy, this dish. Not too much though, not too much. So we have that. And we also have a couple of cheeses if you wanted to for your baked potatoes. So we could do the follow your heart shred or a chow, you know, and there's just lots. Or you make your own. Now the other thing is, you know, throw it over some rice. So, you know, got some rice, you batch cook your rice so you're ready to go. Now, let me just say something. You're either going to compost or you're going to put stuff down in your garbage disposal or your green trash. So again, please don't put food scraps into your garbage with your other trash, because it adds methane to the world. And we want to, you know, do eco things here wherever we can. And so there you go. This is going to be so good. Okay, Sherri, back to you. How's it going over there?
Well, you know what? With making gravy, you know, you have to really keep an eye on it, and you really have to keep stirring so that you can get that consistency you're looking for. And basically, we're not trying to drench our mushrooms in the gravy, but we want to drizzle just a little bit on there just to add a little extra flavor, a little more element to that. We're making, you know, kind of like a really good, nice, healthy dinner. You know, we have the mashed potatoes, as I told you, that we're using the cauliflower cream. Also, we have some sweet potatoes in the mashed potatoes that's also that I got from Derek, which I thought was a really unique idea because I've never done that before. And then I added my own little extra stuff. I like to add a little nutritional yeast in mine, and I like to also add a little bit of cheese, like she was saying, chow cheese. I love that. There's so many BioLife, Nyokos. I mean, there's so many.
Is that you? Are you still there?
I am still here.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, good. It's full screen on you. I love it. Amazing. Fantastic. We'll go back to me. Okay, so now we're going to put this on top of the potato. You can just top it and it's ready to go. Look at this. Ooh, Sherri, I did it.
I want to show you what the, oh, you're done. That looks great. So here's the gravy.
Yeah. Ooh, nice and thick.
Yeah, so I might add just a little bit more oat milk to it. I don't want it super thick, but I am going to take it off of the heat so that we can not overcook it. So Paige, I'm going to step out of the screen for a second just so I can get my plate situated, and then I'll give it all to you. Okay. It looks like she froze, so I don't know if she got it all. But anyway, let's just keep rolling, guys. This is how we do it.
Okay, good. Yeah. We are here. Yes, over to me. Okay, now let me just remind you a couple of things, because, you know, you never know when people are joining in and joining up. I baked this potato a bit like 2 days ago. So I want to talk about batch cooking, because we find ourselves sometimes unable to, you know, maybe like, you know, make something on in the moment, or you want to, you know, this was like a full-on chili. Or no, actually what we did was a broccoli cheese potato, right? Half a potato. But now I added the mushrooms and the delicious mixture here. Oh my gosh, right on top. Now you could also put it on top of some rice. All right, so we are Unchained TV. We are coming to you live. We're so excited that you're here with us, and head on over to Unchained TV to check out more episodes of Plant-Based in the Burbs, as well as we're so excited because we both have been talking about wicked healthy foods. That's right, because we got some new videos up over on Unchained TV for these as well. And I'm using the packet that are mushrooms with seasoning, and then I added my own spinach, onions, garlic, and my own mushroom to this mixture, and now we have a whole meal going. I can't wait for you to see Sherri's. It's so good to see you all. Oh my gosh, so much fun. Hi, Stephanie and Tom and Tina. And I think Herbert's still here. I see you out there, and all you other folks who are watching. We're so excited that you joined us today here on Plant-Based in the Burbs. Head on over to our social media, join us, because, you know, it's fun to have like a club over there, a little group. And I want to encourage people to buy local when you can. So go to your farmer's market, go to your CSAs, And wait, let's get back over to Sherri. Let's bring her into the fold. Oh my gosh, Sherri, what's going on?
I'm sorry you called me.
That's the best. I love it. That's the best. What you
Okay,
got?
so I want to just show you what the mushrooms look like after we fry them, right? So these are mushrooms. It almost looks like chicken, right? Like a big piece of chicken. We're gonna go ahead and drizzle a little bit of gravy over the top. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. We're gonna take a little bit of that mushroom gravy and just throw it over the top. Not too much.
Okay, now I have my eat local to encourage people to eat local. Oh, back to you, Sherri. That's so gorgeous.
Yeah, so that's it. I didn't put too much on the gravy on mine because I wanted to really taste all of it, but I have some more gravy and you can actually put as much gravy as you want. I did some fresh green beans. I bought these green beans, I think Thanksgiving, they were fresh. And what I did was I just went on and put them in the freezer. And I was thinking, I went to the store and I got, oh my gosh, I don't have anything green on my plate. I'm telling people to eat plants and I have nothing green on my plate. And I realized that I had those string beans in the freezer. So I just went on and I sauteed them up with butter, vegan butter and garlic. And then I added a little cumin on the top. So just give it like a little pop. So anyway, that's basically it, guys.
Popping and popping. All right, so we are popping with you. We are here bringing you live whenever we are able. We love you all. And, you know, we're all about bringing more plants on people's plates. Now, there's something I want Miss Sherri to leave us with. And
before you do that, Paige, I have to say, Paige received an award, you guys.
Oh,
can you get your award? Look, she works effortlessly, tiredly. I guess all the words you want to say. She works and works and works and works for the cause, and to be recognized by Unchained TV is an honor. So I just want to give a kudos to her because she is a real deal. You know, she doesn't just talk it; she walks it. So that's what I love about Paige. So that's kind of what I want to say about you.
You are so kind. And I was going to say something, but you took me off my track. I don't know what I was going to say.
I took you right out of it, didn't I? I just messed you up.
Oh, wait, no. Because I'm all about sustainability and Miss Sherri's all about just 30 minutes. So that is in my head. I went for my walk today and I was out there for 30 minutes. So Sherri gives these great fitness tips, y'all. So back over to you, Sherri. I mean, look. Drink it.
Well, the thing is, I don't know if it's just my way of living. You know, I figured if you can put in an extra 30 minutes in a day, moving your body in a way that's going to promote your heart rate to elevate and promote some sweat, increase the endorphins in your body, just increase your endorphins. I think that is like the mood elevator for the day, right? So anytime you can get in just 30 minutes of work out of the 24 hours that you have, then I just suggest that you should do that. And so it is my mantra and it's my way of living. Even when I'm working through my clients and I have 30 minutes to spare, I'm going to put in my 30 minutes of workout, because how can I tell everyone else to do it and I'm not doing it myself? And it just makes you feel good. So that's pretty much it,
All right, y'all. Well, wow, and wow. Just 30 minutes.
Wow, and wow for these mushrooms, man.
Wicked mushrooms. We are inspired by Wicked. We're also inspired by Vegan Queen, bringing us so much inspiration. And we're inspired by you all because we you all are sharing this with your friends and family that are curious about getting more plants on your plate. So here you go. And you're wondering how to make mushrooms and treat your family and friends to mushrooms. So there you go. Well,
I just real quick before we go, I just want to thank all the regulars who show up and support us. I mean, we've been doing this for about almost 2 years, I think. I mean, we had some ups and downs with this, but, we're trying to stay consistent and we really appreciate. We did have some ups and downs. We really appreciate you guys coming in and just hanging out with us for that 30 whatever minutes we even have. We just appreciate you being here. So just thank you so much. That's it. That's all I got.
Thank y'all. that's what we got for you today. Get over there on Unchained TV and watch those wicked videos. And we'll catch you next time on Plant-Based in the Burbs. That's right, Tom.
Right.
We are plant-based in the burbs.
In the burbs. Boom, 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 boom.
All right, y'all.
Peace and plants.
Bye.
Bye.